So again, I guess I'm doing the sky's blue to myself or whoever. I guess I've actually done and been doing what y'all been suggesting and hadn't realized it. Conscious shift. Yes, back to logic. How I arrived here. I filtered everything through logic when I was young because I was constantly telling my mother that makes no sense. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. And I wasn't trying to be argumentative. It's just my mother, had been abused, and she filtered her reality through fear, and so whatever paradigm was presented to her, she was compelled to adhere to because she didn't know, but she didn't know no better. She filtered reality through fear, and I didn't know to do that yet. I was, she was inadvertently teaching me. She didn't mean, this ain't about blame ops. She didn't mean to, but she was trying to teach me to filter reality through fear, and I wasn't going to have it. So so everything was, because it did make sense, and so I am shifting my consciousness back to logic, how I arrived here. That's the filter. That's the consciousness shift. Okay, and logic isn't about doesn't eliminate the all possibility. I know what I mean. Logic isn't the filter of limitation. It doesn't oppose love, as I keep saying. Logic isn't like, oh, that's absurd, that can't be done. No. That's not the point. That's not the purpose of the filter of logic. Logic is to cancel out the ridiculous. I probably used the wrong word there, didn't I? I had some kind of coded shit. Logic is used to, cancel out the unacceptable. I mean, the bare minimum of how something reality should be, the parameters are like, no, that can't, that makes no sense. That can't, meaning it filters out distortion. Like there's a limit to the amount of distortion you can have in a paradigm. And so malady, disease, error, that's what the filter logic is for. It's to put parameters on horror. It's that's what I'm having a problem with on it. We have horror in the realm, be it simulation, be it whatever. Okay, so it don't matter. Why is there horror in this paradigm, in this construct? Do we not have horror? And this is the problem. All I've asked everyone, all the gurus or all the authorities or everyone that wants to give me data, how many times what data isn't a decision? I don't know. What data? This ain't authority. Again, I have to use the client paradigm because I don't know they have clients. The only client they would maybe have is, the religion says Jesus, and Jesus home watching the race with Billy Bob, and what I'm saying, rolling up a fatty and and popping a Budweiser. I don't know what Jesus is doing, a Jesus per se. So that's all I'm doing. God, this ain't about me. So someone's got to speak up for them. And all I'm hearing is either they're soulless beings, this is a simulation, they're soulless beings in a simulation, you're not filtering, you're not shifting your consciousness, right? Or you're not doing something I told you to. Basically, the internet is the new TV asking Homer Simpson to TV says. So again, love is simple. That means love is simple. There you go. You give me complex paradigms, blah, canceled out. Don't care. Mean nothing to me. No solution. Bye-bye. And I guess I'm going to have to stick to that and just stop listening to y'all. And of course y'all get, so I hope y'all have a good laugh. Hope when we wake up tomorrow and whenever we wake up, everything's resolved. It's that motherfucker thought it was real. Well, at least I'll be able to live with myself. You laugh all the fuck you want to. At least I'll be able to live myself knowing I didn't take that risk. Y'all really take that risk? This ain't real? I ain't saying it's real. But you really take that. Why is there so much pain is to avoid destruction of a paradigm. You know, whether your finger, whatever, like, yeah, that's hot, and like the hotter it is, the quicker the more intense the signal is to be to get that sumbitch off now. That's what pain is for. What is horror for? Horror is a sinister modality. I do not see the necessity of it. And if it was experienced, and you're saying even volunteered, like, there has to be a way out. You know, besides killing yourself. What I'm saying is, I've shifted my consciousness, shifted it to logic, and logic ain't having it, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't think we're not going back somewhere where logic might not cancel us all out. What would be your vote, huh? And I'm not speaking for power. That's the problem. If I had power, I wouldn't have to be doing this. Would I be talking to my goddamn fucking mirror here if I had fucking power? Like I said, because I'm not going to decide from power. Because it won't be an accurate decision. I'm deciding from the perspective of nobody. Those are my proposed clients. Not because they want me, not because they're paying me, they might not even like me. I don't know who else is speaking up for them. Of course, you know, there's... I get it. What's this idiot thing he's doing? Exactly. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I've abandoned logic for too long, and I've accepted, and I've slept in my burning bed, and I've numbed myself till I became a broadcaster of pain, and had no idea I was doing it. And I brought it places I didn't want to. And I brought that broadcast places I didn't want to. So, just waiting. And I do mean that literally because, like, it don't take that. One thing about logic is, I don't know. I don't know what other people do. I can know about that. But I tell you what, logic, man, it don't take long. Logic is a clean, smooth, efficient filter. It cancels out. Like, moving on, done, evaluated, moving on. That's it. There you go. And you want to think love and logic have nothing in common, that they're combative, that they're opposing forces, that logic limits the expansion and possibilities of love? No. It puts parameters on the strength of the virus. Like, no. Some of us, the adults will say they've like, we've chosen our own pain, or, the prophet says, river to seed and all that, our pain is self-chosen. Okay. Let an adult say that. I'm not taking that to a child. I'm not going to a child and that, been kidnapped and been prostituted out for, for years and wants to kill herself, but she thinks she lacks the courage, which is, again, that horrible indictment one has to place on themselves. And, she can't live with the nightmares. Yet she's stuck here. I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell her to kill herself. Of course not. I mean, no absurd shit like that. I'm saying. What am I saying? That's absurd. I can't go tell her to cut herself, bleed on a slice of dead tree, sequence some integers together, and wait. And if that don't work, well, shift your consciousness. Whatever the fuck that means to whatever the fuck 5D means. You break it down, it's all ones and zeros. That's that's all language is ones and zeros. In the end, arbitrary representation of what is. The words aren't. What else can I tell? I don't know. Whatever, like sit in a lotus position and just sit still as you can and think happy thoughts. They like, what that woman say, they like the young ones. Because after a few days of sodomy, of like gang sodomy, their eyes go blank and they're not going to run away. We can't even get to them to give them this silly ass advice. I'll keep shoving down our throats. So, what I was asking and been asking, oh yeah, I went to the store and guess what? There was alcohol there, and they're still exchanging money. God damn, and that's the problem. I gave the simplest blood over intent you could, the easiest, and it's like everything that exists is just slapping me in the face, just bitch slap, like no bitch, you don't matter. Okay, the simplest. No claps in the firmament on the inhabitants, because you ain't doing that to the children. I don't know. I'm on to that goddamn heaven on earth shit. I'm sorry. If words are spells, and spells are based on some kind of, on the accuracy of the words, and the heaven is the firmament, the dome. It ain't collapsing on the children and the animals. It ain't happening. I ain't saying that's what someone wants to happen, but again, I ain't taking that risk. This is where, yes, we can wake up on the day everything's resolved, and everyone can laugh their fucking ass off at me. How silly and how gullible I am. Well, I will be able to sleep, I'll be able to rest easy. You can laugh all the fuck you want to. Okay? The money I gave because, see, the deal is you can continue to do what you're doing. That's how you do this. You stop, how do you stop exchanging money? How do you dissolve the monetary system? You stop exchanging money. How do you stop exchanging money? You stop exchanging money. Now, some, not joke, but some, I mentioned one time you had to be up to the cashiers, not like really, but like, yeah, that, but that's the wrong end. That you can't have minimum wage employees revolting, standing up against the system. We just, you start at the high level, you stop paying your bills. I don't know. The point, I'll get to, if you value what you do, continue it. Whatever product you make, whatever service you buy, if you value what you do, continue it. It's not rocket science. And when we go, and where we store products, we go and get them. You go get what you need. If it's not there, then the collective consciousness, the collective, us, we don't value it. And so it might not be important. I don't know, like, don't we do it? Well, the collective doesn't, if you go looking for a product in a store and it's not there, then there is not, the collective consciousness has not seen the need for it. And so I guess you maybe just move on. Pretty simple, not rocket science. I'm just proposing something like that's how it can be done. If you don't want to live Little House on the Prairie, you want to continue this kind of society, and even go to the absurdity of the Zeitgeist movies, because they gave themselves away by the third one, like, oh, you want us to be, whatever, you want us to be, not transhuman, but they had some, like, we were going to go live inside of domes within domes and just make products, make shit we don't need. You remember those Zeitgeist movies, how absurd it got. Like, that was your solution? Well, but okay, even if you like that, the collective conscience values that, then if that's what, I guess we'd continue down that road. The thing is, the exchange of money ensures all evil, without doubt. The exchange of money ensures evil. No doubt about it. And it seems like my brother, my sister, I ain't scared to say my sister, but it's like they don't value you're not gonna be able to barter and sell slaves, adult or children, sex or labor, which many of them are both, by bartering. It's gonna be much harder, much more difficult, much not near as lucrative. That's what I'm saying. It's worth it just for that alone. That's why I went with that one. Fuck the rest of them, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. I wouldn't have had them if I'd known that was gonna, and any part of those fulfilled besides let love rule, don't mean shit. I put that first because that's what I mean. The monetary system dissolve. And we could do that by stop exchanging money. And of course, you'll find you're like the things that you don't need, you were addicted to, and you don't realize you didn't really need them, well, they will fade out of the collective reality, because in our collective conscious, we didn't value them. And so those products will diminish. And then we'll get to, so you get what I'm saying? Like, you go do if you value what you do, continue it. If you don't, go do something else. And everyone is free to go to where the products are and get them. Believe me, it only takes how much food can one farmer produce? if you're not for, I mean, if you're not doing what you're doing because you like doing it and feel a need for it outside of the monetary system, then you shouldn't be doing it anyways. And therefore, there's just a simple start to solving all problems. You stop exchanging money, then what the collective really values will emanate. There'll be no way around it. Like, oh, we'll see reflective in our immediate environment what's really important to our collective self, because that's what we'll see. We won't see arbitrary nonsense, making shit, working jobs we don't like to buy shit we don't need. Thank you, Fight Club. Okay? That's just a suggestion. I don't know a plan. I mean, I don't know the plan, whatever. If we can't let go of money, what power can we assume we could ever have?